governor of Kaduna State, Nasir Elrufai, has argued that the next president of Nigeria must be willing to do just one term. Did you hear that? Just one term in office in order to be able to drive the necessary painful changes, especially as it regards the fuel subsidy, to reposition the country's economy. Elrufai, who made this declaration recently during a discussion at the launch of the World Bank Nigeria Development Update and Country Economic Memorandum, noted that the country at the moment needed a leader who would rise above the consideration of getting a second term in office and take painful but necessary decisions in the interest of the nation. In his words, the next president of Nigeria must be willing to do just one term. Are you hearing? That is what Elrufai is saying. If necessary, but more reverse this trend. I think that Nigeria's next president must be willing to do and take very difficult, immediate and urgent decisions that will make the country go through and there may be 3-5 years of pain. What he's saying is that he must do one term and one term. Why one term? Is one term going to be enough for the president? One term must be willing. Okay, I know your thought is as good as mine. One term. That means they have plan. That means they have plan. With this Tinubu, all of them, we heard that the northern governors, they came together and told Buhari, let him go. You think they don't have a plan? They just want him to just go like that, if at all. You are a very selfish man for talking that because Buhari did only one term in office and Elrufai did only one term in Kaduna State Government House. The problem that is even talking, who created the problem? Because now they will not say it is PDP. That was how all of you ganged up and chased Goodluck Jonathan out of power for Buhari to do 2 terms of 8 years in the gruesome massacre, pogrom, carnages across Nigeria against non-Muslims in Nigeria. While you were there perpetrating your gruesome massacres, you don't even need to go there. Well, are you seeing the agenda of putting Shetima as Tinubu's VP? And maybe Tinubu has even agreed. Maybe he has even agreed to even do that one term with them. And is campaigning here and there for APC. Those northerners and their grandparents, Atiku Abubakar, has a very deep and bad agenda, which as Buhari as the grand patron. All those people they mumu, they call themselves southern politicians. Even Tinubu, what do? They know nothing. I don't just understand. Ordinary people can read the handwriting on the wall, but they themselves cannot read the handwriting on the wall because of selfishness, just immediate gain. And once they get it, that is all. The rest of you, all of you when they talk, they see you. So you should see the reason. They are not preparing your mind, and that is why you see that they are telling everybody they must defend Tinubu anyhow. You see them? Elrufai is not qualified to tell Nigeria what to do after his body bag threat. Goodluck Jonathan remains my man of the century. Buhari must rule. He has, and what is the result? APC hasn't any further lies for us. Hence, they are being rejected. Nigerians, you know, don't see her. Well, okay, they are rejected. Is it constitutional? Is it the reason why you are supporting the old man who cannot do 2 tenure? You know that APC and PDP are already failure. Come 2023 presidential election, you want Peter Obi to preside for only 4 years. Your hidden agenda has failed woefully. I used to respect your thoughts, but it's gone. You used to respect his thoughts. Introduction: you guys knew Buhari, Bubu and APC have failed, but refused to speak up after May 2023. Now all of them will be coming out as if they were saints, but refused to speak when all Nigerians were complaining. How many times did Buhari rule? Are you the owner of this country, Nigeria? The pain Nigeria are passing through is just enough for now. Any further pain, Mr. Governor, will be suicidal. APC supporters cannot hear the real reason Elrufai is supporting Tinubu. I don't even pray Tinubu wins. If he does, he will hardly finish a term before another Hausa Fulani takes over. I laugh when I see Tinubu campaigning in the midst of enemy friends. Exactly. The people dropping comments here should try and understand what Elrufai meant. Most of you failed English. Okay, That is how they will continue to say a lot of things, and you'll be twisting it. And when the problem comes, you'll not be looking like this. You still twist the problem you're even going through. Is it like the pain we have taken so far in this administration? But it is not a constitution unless if it will be taken into the National Assembly now and debate or to discuss it. Of course, they can hear now. All they say, "Me local." She I don't hear now. Me local, me local. So then they tell you now, if I thought you are even going to win. Well, and is campaigning here and there for APC. These northerners and their grandparents know exactly what they are doing. APC supporters cannot hear the reason why they are supporting him. The people dropping comments here should understand what Elrufai meant by that. That shouldn't be an issue for now. When we reach the bridge, we will cross it. Since it is not a constitutional matter, it is a personal decision. This one just behaving like devil, evil, crush his mind. He doesn't even believe Tinubu can make it to this point. Very, very correct. Article will serve the 2 terms. It is too late. So you guys know the right thing to do. Just confusing Nigerians. Tell him the truth. Nigeria operates on the constitution, not for an individual or group, or to direct how things should be done in this country. No. The worst part of it is that those who are concerned, they will still defend it. They will say, it does not matter, it does not this, it does not that. But at the end of the day, those who are going to bear the brunt will be the ones to bear the brunt, because they believe that irrespective of how things will turn out, all these politicians believe that it will not affect them. They are beginning to tell them what's to come. Those are the things that Nigerians have been insinuating, but they will tell you it's a lie. But it's coming out from their mouth. The so-called greedy people will still tell you it does not matter. That was not what he meant by that. Where Tinubu will be worse than Buhari, and you think Elrufai is not bigger than the constitution? As the concepts and the principles of the supremacy of constitution change, if an individual like Elrufai is bigger than the constitution, then he must be a demigod. As such, you have no reason to complain. This issue of entitlement again, because even if he is doing well, you will want him to leave. Something is speaking under. Elrufai is speaking in parable. Unfortunate government, biggest for just its own selfish reason. That's why he's saying it. But forget it all. For these people to come together, at some point when Tinubu lost it, he was so angry, and when he saw the handwriting on the wall, even the chairman of the party had already said that they were presenting their consensus candidate was the Senate President, Ahmad Lawan. That was when Tinubu started talking, and maybe he knew what maybe there was something they were hiding, and they knew that the man might blow up the whole thing. All of a sudden, they just turned around. Even Buhari that said he had a candidate, that he didn't want to expose the candidate at some point when he was being asked. Later, he changed his mind that he didn't have any candidates again. All of a sudden, the northern governors just quickly put themselves together. They say they're supporting Tinubu. And everybody knows that this support is not just ordinary. There's something underneath. And I've said it, none of them will even have a company that will want to employ even Tinubu, even Buhari to be the manager of that. They will not. But because of what they are going to get, it's just rub my back and rub your back. Even whether you are qualified or not, I will rub your back. But so far, I get what I want. Yes, my dear Governor Elrufai, Tinubu will do anything possible to retain APC's legacy, but foreigners must be kept at bay. Obi is Nigeria's next president. Nothing changes that. Though through him, God will deliver this country from its current doom. He will lay a new good foundation for this country, whichever other presidents after him will continue to build upon. Only fools argue God's agenda. How many years of pain does he have for Nigerians? Anyone who wants to add 1 minute of pain to the current level of pain is not worthy. This is just a warning to Tinubu. Only if he wins anyway, in accordance with which constitution that the next president will just serve only 1 term. You've heard it from the horse's mouth. If you like, take it. If you like, don't take it. They've said it.